Welcome to the All-Time Stories channel. Today I will tell you the story of the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman is a ghost ship that is doomed to sail the oceans forever and will never be able to land on the shore. And a meeting with this terrible sailing ship always promises terrible troubles. Legend has it that he appears only on a stormy night. He strives with all his might to get closer to the desired shore, but as soon as this happens, the ship disappears, as if it never existed. The reason is a terrible curse placed on him. Previously, the flying ship was an ordinary Dutch sailing ship that freely plied the waters of different oceans. But one day, in 1641, when the ship was on its way from the Dutch colonies of the East Indies to Europe, its captain Van Straten took several passengers on board. Among them was a young and beautiful girl. By the way, she was traveling with her fiancé, and the ship's captain liked her. Passion completely captured the madman. He did not know what he was doing. Van Straten killed the young man and then told the girl who charmed him that he would take the place of her fiancé. However, the girl did not share his plans for the future, and saying that she always wanted to be with her beloved, threw herself overboard. The captain was completely distraught from unrequited love. And then, as luck would have it, the ship was caught in a severe storm. This happened not far from the Cape of Good Hope, in places famous for hurricane winds and strong currents. All the sailors understood that they needed to return and wait in some quiet place. They, along with the passengers, began to beg Van Straten to do this. But he, pumped up with alcohol, decided that he didn't care. He gathered a team and said that he would do everything to round the Cape of Good Hope. Everyone asked to take pity on them and turn back. But the captain, angry at everyone, only swore and threatened to kill those who did not take his side. A riot broke out on the ship. The captain, without any regrets, shot all the instigators, and told the rest that no one would leave the ship until it rounded the cape. Even if we have to swim for ages. Either the underwater gods did not like these words and they cursed the captain and his ship, or for some other reason. But at that moment a huge wave rose and swallowed the ship, with everyone on board. It is obvious that the captain is guilty of rudeness, murder, and most importantly, pride. He believed that alone he could compete with the powerful forces of nature and not rely on the sea gods. Thus Van Straten, his crew and passengers gained immortality. They say that once every 10 years the captain gets the opportunity to go ashore. He goes to land to find himself a new bride, and as soon as there is a girl who sincerely loves this proud man and murderer and marries him, the curse will be lifted and all the captives of the ghost ship will be able to return to their homes. In the meantime, the Flying Dutchman has been plowing the oceans for several centuries and cannot land on the shore. From then on, the Flying Dutchman began to appear in a storm. It is especially often seen at the Cape of Good Hope. In these latitudes, any ship caught in a storm is probably doomed. And the terrible story about a ghost ship, in which a luminous halo is visible and about its crazy captain, completely induces panic among superstitious sailors. In this state, they are ready to believe in anything, even in God, even in the devil. But everything that happens can be explained from a scientific point of view. Very rarely, mirages can occur in the sea air, when objects that actually exist in the distance give several floating distorted images above the horizon, and the picture changes very quickly. This effect is called Fata Morgana, named after the fairy Morgana, who is bored with living on the seabed and amuses herself by sending ghostly visions to passing ships. And the light above the ghost ship can be explained by another phenomenon, called St. Elmo's fire.